Hey there, guys. We got news for October 14th on Global. This week, I am just all by myself talking about the news. It's a relatively basic week, not a whole lot going on, not very exciting, so it's just me. We're gonna get through this pretty quickly. So the banner for the week is the second half of the Roca event. It's Pause, the New Vision Space, and then the New Vision's Awakening of Daisy and Cleom. Overall, this banner is one of the banners that's pretty much skippable unless you just really love these units. Pause is a light element super limit burst mage. Her damage is pretty far behind the current top end of the meta. She didn't get any global upgrade, so it's hard to really recommend her unless you just, love her as a unit. Neovision's Awakening Daisy, everyone should have her at EX1 for free based on the MOG event. You got a free copy and enough materials to get her all the way to EX1. She's a physical cover tank, and she's pretty decent at it. Not the best, not the worst. She's good, though. She can get pretty much all the trials done. She's a trance Brave Shift, where her Brave Shift is limited duration. She's a lot bulkier in the Brave Shift, and then the base form is quite a bit squishier, but still good enough. And then Neovision's Awakening Cleom is a dark finisher. She's locked the dark element like Sephiroth. She uses katanas. It's basically like a budget version of Sephiroth, just a whole lot less damage, but she's still pretty decent for damage. I don't have the damage spreadsheet open right now, but she's okay. She's behind the top units, but she's better than older units. So, and that's not really super informative, but yeah. The banner is the usual one that we've been getting recently with the step up, the fragments on step 4, which is the good format in my opinion. I actually didn't open the shop. The two STMRs are Lulu's and Kuja's. Between these two, Kuja's is probably more useful. It gives auto amplify to fire and light, which you can put into like a base form of a shifting unit, and then the amp carries over, which is useful. And then Lulu's STMR is just magic with water resist, which is not super great. So for the shop, I would say Brumal Cores is the better one. Here's Pause. Her vision card is the same as Roka's. We talked about that last week. It's a really weak vision card, so not much to say about that. You're pretty much never going to use it, honestly. Her STMR is decent. It's the 200% magical double hands, like the magical version of Cloud's STMR. So the STMR is nice. The TMR is okay. It's a killer robe, but for one thing, insects and birds are sort of rarish. And then for the robe slot, normally you're going to want Shantoto's STMR if you have it, but if you don't have it, this is a decent option. And then Daisy, she's a tank. We already talked about her a little bit last week. And then Cleom is a finisher. Not much more to say. She's locked the dark element in the shift form. The base form can be any element, but it's a little bit less damage. It's a like Regina style finisher where you do like 4 power-ups and then a finish move, if I remember correctly, or 3 power-ups and a finish move, something like that. Yeah, so overall, not the most exciting banner. I would say, it's probably a safe skip this week unless you, like I said, you just really want Pause, Cleom, or Daisy. We're also getting the Chronicle Battle that we mentioned this last week that it was kind of missing, but here it is. This is against Keeper Garrote. It's one of the farm versions of Chronicle Battles. It's not the boss type, so there's no like turn limit mission and all that. And the rewards are Resuscitation, which is a sword for Blue Mage Fina, and then Resurgence, a bow for Blue Mage Fina. It upgrades these to +4. These are intended for Blue Mage Fina's Neovision's Awakening, which is still missing on Global. We're probably going to get it later. I'm not entirely sure why they're delaying it and instead of coming out with her Chronicle, but it is what it is. Yeah, very, very easy. Go in there, bring some bonus units, farm it up. Once you make these 2 items, you're done with it. You don't got to go back. We are getting a series boss battle, which is Safer Sephiroth, And as much as I would like to hype this up because it is Final Fantasy VII, it is Sephiroth, unfortunately, it's a serious boss battle, and these are a complete joke. So you're going to go in there and just kill it on turn one with a friend. And yeah. I mean, of course, you can always do like a personal challenge and bring like a intentionally weaker team and take more turns, etc. And I probably will do something, goofy just for my clear because I'll attempt to make it more interesting. But this was easy even on the JP server, and we're getting it like a year late on global, so don't expect too much for the iconic boss of Final Fantasy VII. The rewards are nice though. Red Pearl, Lapis, very nice. And then equipment enhancement event, it's Item World again. I guess this is like the main event for the week. Very, very boring, and even the new unique item is very underwhelming. It's a very low stat rod with magic and spirit, and it gives a slight amount of MP reduction, and the special rare is 60% mag and 25% double hand. They couldn't even be bothered to give you an even amount of double hand. Like, I don't know. This is an underwhelming week, very disappointing. And that's it. That is literally it. That is the whole week. We have some kind of underwhelming units, a Chronicle Battle for a unit that we don't have, a serious boss battle that's going to die in one hit, and Item World. That's the week. Okay. Later in the month, we should be getting Clash of Wills and Halloween, and hopefully that's going to be significantly more interesting. That's the hope, at least. Anyway, there's the news for October 14th. Not really a lot going on. I'll see you guys next time.